It's time for another WrestlePlanet news update as a WWE Hall of Famer has been arrested. We look at if AEW are looking to sign former WWE superstar Cesaro, and there's been a groundbreaking change to the WrestleMania main event. And if you haven't already, make sure you drop a like on the video and subscribe so you don't miss the latest wrestling news. First, let's go to some news coming out of WWE as it seems that Vince McMahon is set to compete at WrestleMania. According to John Pollock of Post Wrestling, Vince McMahon is expected to launch a program with former NFL player and current SmackDown announcer Pat McAfee, leading to a match at WWE's biggest show. When speaking with a source with knowledge of the situation and whether it's being billed as an official match on the WrestleMania card, Post Wrestling were told that it most likely will be. McMahon is set to appear on the Pat McAfee show this Thursday on SiriusXM and on his YouTube channel, an interview that will likely be the catalyst for the feud. McAfee made his in-ring debut at the NXT TakeOver 30 event in 2020 where he lost to Adam Cole, and he was praised for his performance. McMahon's last match took place in 2010 when he took on Bret Hart in a feud over the Montreal Screwjob in 1997. He was scheduled for a match in 2012 against CM Punk on Raw, but the bell never rang, although they did end up fighting. It's worth noting that he is now 76 years old. What do you think of Vince McMahon's in-ring return? Let me know in the comments down below. And speaking of WrestleMania, Stone Cold Steve Austin has announced an appearance that will take place on WrestleMania weekend. The Rattlesnake took to Instagram this week to announce that he is set to release a brand new American lager and will be holding a launch event at Billy Bob's in Fort Worth, Texas. And the statement would read, "Join me at Billy Bob's on Thursday, the 31st of March 2022 for the Texas release of my brand new American lager. ESBC Brews and I have crafted and fine-tuned this beer to be the most crushable and easy drinkable beer in America. I will be there to drink beer and enjoy celebrating the release of this badass beer in my home state of Texas." This news follows recent reports that Stone Cold is in talks for an in-ring return at WrestleMania 38, with him penciled in to take on Kevin Owens. Over recent weeks, Owens has continued to take shots at Austin's home state of Texas, the home of WrestleMania this year, and the news of the lager launch event confirms that he will be in the area. WrestleMania 38 is set to take place over the course of 2 nights on Saturday, April 2nd and Sunday, April 3rd from the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, a 30-minute drive from Austin's event the prior night. 2 months ago, AEW would announce an official partnership with the Owen Hart Foundation, which was founded by Owen's widow Martha, and the relationship sees the King of Hearts honoured by the annual Owen Hart Cup, with the winner receiving the cup known as the Owen. As well as this, the deal allows for the production and distribution of unique and original Owen Hart merchandise, including specified retail goods, as well as an appearance in the AEW console video game. AEW have now announced that the first piece of merchandise is now available following the release of the King of Hearts t-shirt available on shopaew.com. As for the Owen Hart Cup, the tournament is set to kick off on May 11th on an episode of AEW Dynamite from Long Island, New York. There will be both a men's and women's brackets, with the finals set to take place at the Double or Nothing pay-per-view on May 29th in Las Vegas, Nevada. We could expect to see more Owen Hart merchandise released in the build-up to the event, as well as an eventual appearance in the upcoming AEW console game, which is yet to receive a release date. Just over a week ago, AEW President Tony Khan would reveal that he has plans to make a massive announcement in the coming days, with him stating that he is working on a deal that will affect the pro wrestling industry. In a follow-up on Wednesday night, Khan would confirm that the deal is close to being signed, comparing it to the First Dance event that saw CM Punk make his return to pro wrestling. In a video posted to the AEW Twitter account, Khan would say, "It's not like the First Dance where I can put a date and a time and a place on it and say I know exactly when, but it is like the First Dance in that I know something big and important is coming to AEW and I'm very excited about it. It's a little bit different than anything we've done before, but it's going to be awesome." Whilst it's still not clear exactly what this deal is, we now have some news when the announcement is coming. Tony would once again appear on Busted Open Radio on Friday and noted that he's looking to reveal the news this Wednesday night on AEW Dynamite. Many have speculated that it could be a super show involving other wrestling promotions such as New Japan Pro Wrestling. Others have theorized that Khan could be set to buy out Ring of Honor, with their parent company Sinclair Broadcasting continuing to have financial struggles. This of course is merely speculation and no leaks have emerged, emerged, with it being kept very close to the vest of anyone in the know. Either way, the clock is ticking and we don't have long to wait to find out what's coming. And speaking of AEW announcements, it's also been confirmed that there will be some news revealed on this week's episode of Being the Elite. The Being the Elite Twitter account would reveal that a huge AEW live event will be revealed on the show this Monday night. It's not known if this live event will be a house show similar to the House Always Wins event in Jacksonville last year, or a television special, or even something to do with a pay-per-view. Again, there's no word on what the announcement will be or if it's linked to the other deal that will be revealed on Dynamite on Wednesday, but we will keep you updated as any news breaks. Next up, let's go down to Mexico as Lucha Libre AAA look to be working on an American expansion. On WrestleMania weekend, AAA will take part in the WrestleCon event on March 31st, but it seems that this is only the beginning of some larger plans. According to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer, the promotion have plans to sign a TV deal in the United States, this with a Spanish-speaking network. Meltzer noted that AAA plans to begin touring in the States in 2023, with this being due to the television deal that they're looking to sign. He would add that although it's not a sure thing that the plan would work, this is the best shot AAA have had at succeeding in the market since the promotion's golden era in the early 90s. AAA president Dorian Roldan would state on a recent episode of the Business podcast that the company plans to run smaller level shows in the US this year in cities such as Chicago and Phoenix, as well as states like Texas. In fact, AAA's Triplemania event was held in Chicago in 1996. The company feel that they have a better chance of crossing over into the American market over the Japanese market due to a larger Hispanic population in the United States. The top two Spanish-speaking networks in the US are currently Telemundo and Univision, although Telemundo is owned by NBC, who of course have deals with WWE. This makes it unlikely for a deal to be signed with them, and on top of Telemundo and Univision, there are some other Spanish-speaking networks that they could be agreeing a deal with in the very near future. Last night, AEW Rampage would air on TNT, and several additions were made to the upcoming AEW Revolution pay-per-view. To start, 2 matches were announced for the show, with AEW TBS champion Jade Cargill now set to defend her title against Ty Conti. This follows a confrontation between the two on AEW Dynamite. A Tornado Trios match was also announced as AEW TNT champion Sammy Guevara is set to team with Sting and Darby Allin to take on the AHFO's Matt Hardy, Andrade El Idolo, and Isaiah Cassidy. And finally, the main event would confirm the 5th participant in the Face of the Revolution ladder match, with Orange Cassidy defeating the Acclaim's Anthony Bowens to enter the match. He joins Wardlow, Keith Lee, Powerhouse Hobbs, and FTW champion Ricky Starks, all fighting for a shot at the AEW TNT Championship. On August 6, 2021, WWE would undergo one of their many rounds of roster cuts, with a number of wrestlers and talents being released from the company. Amongst the list of names that included Bobby Fish, Mercedes Martinez, and Bronson Reed was that of Steven Smith, an NXT referee. Earlier this month, Smith began to appear on episodes of AEW Dark, and it's now been officially announced that he's signed with the company. Smith would take to Twitter to break the news and would write, "In all seriousness, I'm incredibly blessed to have the opportunity to be a part of AEW. Big thanks to Tony Khan. It's been an awesome experience and I hope to be part of their continued success." Steven signed with WWE in October 2019 before his release less than 1 year later, and he would go on to thank Triple H and his staff for the opportunity he was provided with. He now joins the AEW refereeing team after signing his new deal. Next up, a WWE Hall of Famer has been arrested and charged with a number of driving offences. According to WrestlingNews.co, Tammy Sytch, better known as Sunny, was arrested on Thursday in Keansburg, New Jersey, and is facing 11 charges, including reckless driving, driving under the influence, and driving without a license. Sytch is due to appear in court on March 10th, and this is her second arrest in a matter of months, having been arrested in January for allegedly making terroristic threats and unlawful possession of a weapon. Sytch found fame in the 90s after making her WWE debut in 1993 and is considered the company's first diva. She was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2011. Over the years, she's faced a number of legal and health issues, with her arrest being the latest of a series of incidents. Last week, the news of another shocking WWE departure broke as it emerged that the contract of Cesaro had expired. Since then, there's been a ton of speculation surrounding his future, and naturally, fans would instantly talk of the Swiss Superman becoming all elite. In the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer would discuss the Cesaro situation, noting that he wasn't necessarily looking to leave WWE, and the two sides were in negotiations, but they were just unable to agree terms. With that said, Cesaro wasn't offered the same kind of huge money deals that were given to Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn and AJ Styles recently, leading to his departure. In regard to AEW, Meltzer notes that he hasn't heard anything from his AEW sources about interest for Cesaro, and there was no backdoor offer made whilst he was still in negotiations with WWE to tempt him away. Meltzer added that whilst AEW president Tony Khan may be interested in him now that he is officially a free agent, AEW's recent younger signings may prevent any potential move. Dave would add that he feels New Japan Pro Wrestling may be a better fit, although he would be limited to their US-based shows until international travel returns back to normal. This year's WrestleMania 38 main event will see WWE Champion Brock Lesnar take on WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Originally, the match was billed as title versus title, suggesting both belts were on the line, with winner taking both. Prior to this Friday's episode of SmackDown, the wording of the match has changed, which indicates a major shift for the promotion going forward. The Champion versus Champion match is now being billed as Winner Takes All Championship Unification, suggesting that both belts will become one, with WWE crowning a brand new undisputed champion. Speculation has emerged surrounding the future of both titles, with many feeling this could be the end of the WWE Championship, lineage that goes all the way back to 1963 and includes champions such as Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin and Bruno Sammartino. Whilst it's unknown if this is the end of the WWE title or even the Universal title, the wording suggests that at least one of the belts will disappear to crown an undisputed Universal Champion, or perhaps just an undisputed champion. But what do you think the future holds for WWE's two top belts? Let me know in the comments down below. And before you go, make sure you check out the truth behind the secret wrestling returns of CM Punk.